We have seen tremendous advances. Between 1990 and 2010, we halved the global poverty rate. You know, in 1990, it's important to remember that the number of people living in absolute poverty was 40+%, 43%. It was just unthinkable that we had that many people living in such awful conditions. We have that rate from 1990 to 2010, and a lot of that was due to China. China lifted more people out of poverty more quickly than any country in history, so that was very positive. Now the tough work's ahead of us. We really now have to focus if we want to get it down to less than 3%, which is the target. But the conditions are ripe. You know, during the last 5 years, the countries that have kept up the growth numbers for the entire world have been the developing countries, and we think those growth rates will go upward. So we have a chance, an historic opportunity to end poverty in a generation.
Now that's a very ambitious target, trying to eliminate absolute poverty. Is there a danger of tying yourself to a target that you actually find you can't achieve?
We have to achieve this target. The target will help us rethink our priorities. The target will help us reorganize ourselves so that we're more able to respond to the needs of developing countries. And it also says some other things that are really important. The World Bank is very focused on poor countries. But by setting a poverty target for the world, what we're saying is we're not just concerned about poor countries. We're concerned about poor people everywhere. So we're going to work in the middle income countries. We're going to work in the so-called BRICS countries, because there's still more than 70% of the people living in absolute poverty live in middle-income countries. So we think that in those countries, for certain, there's a tremendous commitment to ending poverty.